can understand, the girl came and want the sentry to open the gate. So the sentry opened it. He said that they all they always do. You go home and like a good girl and don't risk running about her in the dark. Somebody might think you were up to something. So he just pointed out that the girl should go back home. It was a very dark it was very dark and it was a very late hour of night, and she should go back home, and someone might think that some conspiracy was going on, so she must go back home. But she might not come back. She ran through there into the courtyard. Won't you please help me to catch her? Now the girl again requested the sentry to help her to catch the cat. She said what? That she might not come back as she ran in through the courtyard she had done. The boy felt a small cold hand laid entreatingly on his arm. She was only a kid and she hardly came up to his shoulder, and she was beginning to sniff. So the boy felt what? The boy felt a small touch of the small cold hand laid on his arm in a very entreating, in a very requesting manner. She was just a kid and she hardly came up to his shoulders. She was not enough tall. She was just coming to the shoulder of the sentry, and she was beginning to sniff. It seems that she was about to cry. He couldn't see any harm in it, so he found that nothing was harmful in that. She would help the girl to find the cat. And what was harmful that? He did not think it very critically. He had got orders to treat the natives politely and considerately. So he had got the orders that he should treat the natives in a very polite and a very considerate manner. As long as they weren't making any trouble, as long as the natives were keeping quiet, they were not making any trouble, he should not treat them very rudely. And what trouble could this wave possibly make? So one idea came to his mind, that what idea could this this type of girls could make, this girl could make, this homeless shelterless girl could make. I shall lose her, said the girl in a quavering voice. Again the girl said in a very shaking voice, in a very crying one, that she would lose the cat. I have had her from a little kitten and now I shall never get back her again. She have had her from a little kitten and now I shall never get back her again. And she should never get back her again. Oh please means she should be done. Oh please. She requested the girl, the boy earnestly. I can't let you in there. I shall get into trouble. She said what? She can't allow her to get in there because the boy would be in trouble. Well, who is going to find out? At that time the boy said that who would be going to find out? Means who? There was no one who could find out the girl and the boy. As it was late at night and you have got a gun, I don't see what you have to be afraid of. Oh, do please help me. She said that the boy, the sentry, had a gun and he should not be afraid of anyone. And she requested the sentry to help her. If she won't come to me, I promise I will go home. So if the cat would not come to her, she promised that she would go home. He hadn't been to do it, but somehow he had set his hands on the bars and thrust the gate open before her. So he did not have any means he was not ready to do it. But somehow he had set his hands on the bars and thrust her and opened the gate. We will be quiet about it. Come on, quick. So she said, what? Okay, you don't need to be afraid. We will be very quietly doing the work. She slipped past him like a shadow. So she did what? She just slipped past him like a shadow. It's like a shadow. She just slipped past him. The only sound was the hasty tread of his own feet, keeping hard on her knees. So she could hear what? The hasty tread means in a hurried manner they were moving towards the towards a particular area where no one could see him or where it would be easier for her to search the cat. The only sound was a light, hasty tread, means light, hurried footsteps of both of them. The sentry as well as the girl could be heard, and on his own feet, keeping hard on her heels. Means he was rather struggling to move with the girl because the girl was running here and there very fast. He turned back on the gate and silent dark lane outside. He turned his back on this gate, means he just turned aside on the silent back lane to the other side. Then he just moving forward and pressed at the shoulders, and she flitted into the most obscure corner of the yard. And this man was just pressed, means was very close to the girl. She was there. He was there about in just beside her shoulder, and as the girl flitted means very quickly moved into the most obscure corner of the yard, means into that part of the yard she had moved where there is enough darkness and no one could see her, and there was a particular place where the cat could hide. Now, this was a particular corner where the shabby outhouses leaned together in the huddle of shadows. It seemed that there was a group of shadows created by the outhouses of the town hall, and behind them the tall bulk of the town hall shutting off the awakening stars, and the ropes of the flagstaff creaked faintly in the wind, which he never stilled in the upper air. So behind them, what they could see, the tall bulk, means the tall portion of the town hall shut off the awakening stars. It seemed that no one could see the stars from the courtyard because of the high towers of the town hall, and they could hear the sound of the flagstaff, means the and they could hear the ropes of the flagstaff creaked faintly in the wind, which never stilled in the upper air. And they could see what? The ropes of the flagstaff. Ropes of the flagstaff means the pole to which the flag of the authority was attached. If the flagstaff, the sound or creak sound, type of creaking sound was coming, and it had never stilled in the upper air. So it had never stilled, means it had never stopped in the upper air. There she is. You see, I told you, whispered the girl triumphantly, and darted forward and was lost among the deeper shadows under the world. So, under the wall. Now there she is. She could find a cat, and it was running here and there, as if she told. She whispered triumphantly in a victorious manner. She rushed forward and was lost among the very deeper shadows of the world. Under the world means she had lost under the shadows of the world, and there was really a cat she could find out, and the sentry saw with relief and satisfaction unhurried insolence of cats everywhere. It seemed that the cats, or the proud cats, could be found everywhere.